Feature Friday.
The freshest. Hey, what up, people? Welcome to Feature Friday Plus. Today is Sunday, and we're reviewing brand new albums.
Yeah, quite a bit of albums actually. Oh, fuck! There's one I forgot about.
What?
TXT's album.
Dang it, bro.
Well, let us know if you'd like us to check that out. I haven't heard it. So
Me neither.
we can check it out throughout the week, and maybe we can put our thoughts out and stuff like that. We have been having a rough time with copyright lately, as some of you know.
Some of you have noticed and have been really supportive. Thank you all for the love.
But happy days, things are slowly getting back. But as usual on Feature Friday Plus, we do review things, and usually we let time pass so everyone can listen and stream the album and things like that. And let's have a little talk about it. We will start with Monsta X.
Oh my god. Monsta X, one of a kind. It is a masterpiece. For me, 7 out
Get
of
into
7.
the cheese like cottage.
Freaking fire, bro! Fire. Every single track in the freaking album is perfection.
Yeah, do you know, one of the songs has a bit in Spanish. Quiero estar contigo, he says.
I am hitting you with the freaking Spanish, bro.
Yeah, wow, my bank was open.
Okay, let's get into it. First track on Monsta X's album is Gambler, right?
Yes, Gambler, but we
Gambler.
start with Heaven.
But
And that's the song that says Quiero estar contigo. He says it in the minute 1:31.
He has a note about it.
Yeah.
I would also like to talk about this freaking art. The album art. It's beautiful.
See?
It's gorge. I love that.
Oh.
They're so classy.
Let
It
me
looks
put the
like a
picture up.
chip.
Put the picture up.
It looks like a chip from
Like a chip.
a chip when
Like a
you're
chip.
playing poker.
Oh,
It
no,
looks like
it
one of
is
those-
because it's Gambler.
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. Monsta X. Okay, the jazzy chords, the
Quiero estar contigo.
Quiero estar contigo.
But just listen to that intro.
Oh my God.
Please, copyright gods, leave me alone. Awesome.
Fantastic.
And the funny thing is, but let's
I'm
just actually
coming.
stop. I'll talk about this. Lately, I am only listening to jazz.
Oh, yes.
And actually, when I started listening to this album, I thought for a second, wow, they know I'm just listening to jazz. Because that was such jazzy arrangement.
I was in the kitchen.
Latin jazz arrangement.
I was in the kitchen when Ephra started playing this, and I was like, oh, he's just playing music. I thought we were playing the album. And then I came out, and I was like, oh, wait a second, this is Monsta X.
And then I started speaking
It
in
is
Korean. I'm like, what?
So freaking fire.
Awesome.
Album art. Cover art.
I want to have a room in my house
Cover art.
where, or maybe when I get my own apartment and stuff like that, I want to have a dedicated room where I'm going to have physical copies of albums.
Ooh, bro.
With also like maybe their merch and
Can
like
we-
their poster
Can-
and each room, hold on mate, and each room, you see how we have these lights here that have a different color. I will be able to, each one I would have like a button.
Yeah.
And like say you, like for example, Bambi by Becky Young, that has such a clear color coordination. It's like black and gold, and I love those colors. And I have a physical, like in a little like cabinet kind of thing. You know how people collect wine? I might collect albums. And I'll put it like that on the side.
Yes.
And then I'll press a button and it will light up in like gold lighting, right? And then you have to press this thing and like a glass come off. And here's the physical album, maybe like a picture of the cover album. Maybe like
Poster or like photo cards.
in the stuff like that. And then close that shit, and that's Bambi. That's one of my favorite albums. You know, then we have like, I don't know.
Young and her cover, like her R&B album.
Yeah, maybe we have what else would I have this year?
I think I would definitely
Napa. That's not this year.
Nigga, napa.
Maybe, yeah, for example, like Monsta X's one is purple, right? Awesome. Then you have it there, and then you have like maybe like like each little cabinet is like a theme as well.
Oh, cool.
So maybe I have
Well, it
Bambi
would
from
be-
Disney, then I have like a coin
It
from
would be-
Casino Royale, something like that.
It would be the concept, isn't it? The concept.
Yeah.
Each corner would be a different concept.
And then when someone would ask me, what,
look at that picture.
then someone would ask me, what do you listen to? I'll just welcome to my room.
Look at my room, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, come, that man.
Some people have a hobby room, a games room. Some other people have a red room. I have an album room.
Some other people have a red room.
Actually,
I have a K-pop room.
No, not a K-pop one. It would be albums from all over the world.
That's great. I love that.
I don't believe in genres. I believe in music. If I'm a president.
Hype, you're hired.
No, I don't understand the whole thing about, because how the hell is pop, like,
from a
just
place.
from Korea?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that make any sense?
Plus, I don't think K-pop is not like a genre. K-pop is like concept. Because they make so many different genres from the same concept.
I think I understand as well, because I've had discussions with you guys. It's because they do things so uniquely different.
Yeah.
And they also hold different values, and actually values that a lot of people seem to be aligned with as well, and different concepts and stuff like that. But it's just music.
That's right, I agree.
And I'm actually so happy that a lot of people do kind of agree with that idea, and it's also then new ears and new listeners can then come in and join in, and it doesn't feel like joining in. You're just listening to music.
That's right.
That's it.
I think that's the cool stuff about music overall. But yeah, I like your idea of having an album room. That would be cool.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
That would be awesome. But you know what? It would go to waste if it's like just a room where nobody goes into all the time. So I would make it my studio. So whenever we're filming like podcasts, I would like it to be in the album room. I mean, that would be like RM has his studio, how he has his collectibles.
How he has his little toys and
collectibles
stuff. I'll have that.
Yeah, and then we could have our own shelves.
And you know how people have like a library of books that they never read?
I would love to have a library.
A library
in my house.
of albums.
Yeah.
Not of books.
Oh, bro, yes.
Another one?
Yes.
F of a President, 2022. Wow, you have such clickety-clackety wrists. What the hell's wrong with your bones? Anyways, Heaven.
Yes, okay, so we're talking about Heaven. I'm gonna put it up here so you can look at the lyrics as we're talking, because the lyricism is absolutely fantastic. What I love about this whole album is that they were super involved in the whole making of the album, from lyrics to beat production to concept, everything, directing the music video somehow, of like the ideas, coming up with the whole comeback concept is absolutely fantastic. And I think I say it all the time, but it builds such a close relationship with your favorite band, the group, as it does with the fandom. And I mean, we'll get into detail, but yeah, Heaven.
Lyrics.
English.
Yeah, maybe we can look up like the lyrics and stuff like that, and then people can also follow on.
Yeah.
I can play, I think, a few seconds of melodies and stuff like that. So,
I mean, well, what I love about this one is obviously the intro, that Spanish-ish, like Latino-ish fusion jazz.
Latin jazz.
That Latin jazz fusion. At the beginning is fantastic. I mean, the lyricism is really, really nice. You get is like fresh and welcoming. It's a great second track, lyrically speaking, to Gambler, because it's such a punch. It's such a we're here. It's a statement piece, like especially when you're talking about the concept of the music video itself. It's a very statement number, right? It's like we're here, we're
Gambler.
making a point.
Yep.
Yeah. So followed up by Heaven, you got this really musically dynamic, completely different but not too opposite to Gambler in Heaven. And then the lyricism, it's really lighthearted and playful. It's easy to listen to, and the replayability value of everything in this album is like up there.
Well, yeah, but I also feel it extends the storyline, because maybe it's like the beginning, so they gamble, they do the thing, and then it's like, oh, it's not, well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but they're the cops in the video, so it was all a play, it was all a mission, or what do you call it, an operation, and the infiltration thing, and well, I thought for a second my thumb was stuck. Yeah, so
Your brain is so funny.
Well, if it was stuck, my brain would be struggling, wouldn't it? But yeah, so it's all like an inside job, and then they leave and they drive off. So maybe this is like the bit where they're just Yeah, so maybe it's the evolution of a story.
It's like writing off. Yeah. It's like
is
the writing off on the sunset type of like vibe.
Yeah.
We did what we had to do, and now we're gonna have a good time.
So I certainly recommend that song to everybody. Then it goes to song numero tres, which is Addicted. And Addicted was actually very, very smart. And just before I speak about the song, I want to show you this beat, which is my favorite beat. It's in 1 minute and 50.
Timestamp it.
Yep.
Copyright gods be with me.
That's such smart like wordplay.
It is.
You know, I'm like, cause he says, I'm addicted to you, a victim of you. So and in he does it. I don't know the time signature of a song or whatever it is, but it I don't know. It feels dragged.
It's 4x4, but he's working on and melodically he's working on triplets, 1 and 2 and 3 and do, and then he's swinging the phrase.
That's it. That's
he's
the term.
The phrase.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you're the brains in this relationship.
Musically speaking, about life, I know nothing.
I'm obviously just the looks.
Obviously.
And the comedic value.
You are the brain, bro.
But yeah, so big fan of that. Absolutely love that.
And dragging, swinging.
So go on, you can go to technicalities of the song if you wish.
Yeah, no, I was just. It's really clever. There's in the first verse, he says, "Be honest with everything. I can't turn back. I want it." That phrase. There's like the Korean rhyme. It's so freaking cool because for a second I had to look at the Korean lyrics because I thought he was speaking in English because of how the rhyme was working with each other to really like fit it in. It's really clever. They got really good inclusion of like English lyricism with Korean lyricism, and they like rhythmically and phonetically fits in so well. I think they're very clever when they write their lyrics. That happens most of the time, but especially here is like really highlighted. This song is really nice though.
You know what's real cool about Monsta X? I think they're really aware of how international they are.
Absolutely.
Like proper.
And they really play to. They really cater to their audience. You know, like they really make an effort to cater to everybody
Different
that follows
audiences.
them, and I think that's so cool because who the hell takes that time?
Well,
you know?
not many. Well, certainly not many. I mean, look at the love we have for them, right? It's not just because obviously their music is good. That's obviously the main reason.
Yeah.
Because if the quality of their product was ass, we wouldn't pay attention to them.
That's right.
But because the quality of the product is really high, but also they had such Latino influences in their work.
That's right.
They had an English album, which when we were really early on into understanding the Korean industry. So it's really smartly done. You know, like it makes sense what they're doing, and also it makes you feel if you're from South America, like if you're a Mon-Bebe from South America, is that what it is? Mon-Bebe from South America. Just look at the bloody name. You know what I mean? It's like it makes sense. It feels like they actually cater to you to some extent.
That's
if
right.
you're from America.
It's like somehow it's tailor-made for you.
United Kingdom, they have content which is basically just for you.
That's right.
So it just enhances. Shut up, dog. Bloody dog wakes me up every fucking morning. Jesus Christ.
She's so
Have
happy.
a word.
Let her be.
Have a word, mate.
I love her.
It's a friendly neighborhood out here. Fucking dog's always pissed.
I love. She nearly bit my finger off the other day. I was
Yeah,
like, good morning, and just like. Rah, 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 I hate
She
you.
sounds like a lovely dog.
She's actually really funny. I like her. She's a funny old lady.
She's old.
Yeah.
What do you mean, lady? It's a dog.
No, it's a funny lady because she is a she.
Right.
Stop it. She is old and fed up with the world. Okay,
Maybe if she was nice to me and would let me sleep, I'll be nice to her back.
She's a rescue dog.
Fine. Good for the owners.
Yeah.
It's awesome for the owners.
Yes. So, what was the point of this conversation, bro?
I don't know. I'm fucking grumpy because he wakes me up in the morning. But yeah, so it
Yeah, that they cater to their audience.
Yeah, so thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
Well done.
No problem. Valeka, president.
Who shakes hand like that?
Tiny finger, bro.
Tiny pingo.
Tiny finger.
So if you're from different parts of the world, it feels like you're being catered to, and then your support for them is like immense.
I know. I just feel like they really get that. I don't know. They really pay attention to details, and they make you feel very included in the process as you're listening to it, even if you're not used to the whole fandom group concept idea of like how it works. I feel like their music speaks for itself, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. I think it's also like it's really cool. It seems they also listen to their fandom.
That's right.
I think that's one of the peculiar things of the Korean industry, which is it seems they all do.
Yeah.
Which is what a lesson to be learned, right? To actually pay attention to people that support you. Seems obvious, but a lot of people don't. Then the next one is our favorite song.
It's my freaking favorite song. I love it. Yes.
Well, her favorite song.
Yours favorite too. It's okay. Well
thanks,
done.
Mate. It's called Secrets, and
it's all English.
Yeah, it's all in English. And I thought, put the lyrics up, and I thought
it's not here because it's all in English.
Oh, because it just goes to baby.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a layered voice, but you told me that the layered voice was actually
Kihyun, I think.
Kihyun, where he's saying secrets is bit here.
There's the.
You see that?
Tiny little secrets.
I thought that was a female voice because it's so up here.
No. It's Kihyun.
It turns out he just has ridiculous reach.
Yeah, well, his vocal range is absolutely mad. But I think what really freaking won me over in this track is not that it's in English. I don't really care if it was in like Japanese. I wouldn't have mind. But musically speaking, the rhythmicality is so very spot on, right? It's that 80s kind of funky stuff that is coming into play a little bit. It's just a hint that especially the bass line is very funky.
You know what I'd say is, mate?
Yeah.
Which is crazy because
it's very Charlie Puth-ish.
No, it's very Weekend Starboyish.
That's right. Yes.
And that's crazy to say because he basically was the first one to come out with that sound.
That's true.
In 2013-14 with Starboy, when no one else was doing it. He's the one that single-handedly brought back electro pop.
That's true, but they did something different here. They used the electro pop bass line that gives that punch rhythmicality, but the beat production itself, the rhythm of the song itself is very today trendy.
Yeah.
It's very I don't even know how to explain it, but it's that inclusion of a cool beat with awesome melody. It's hard to explain. But what I like the most is that chorus overlay, because it's rhythmically different. You have, I think it's Kihyun that's doing the Dirty Little Secrets, What's Your Secret section of the song. And then you have, I think, I don't know, it might have been IM or Minhyun. Yeah, I don't know who does this. That's the best freaking part of that bloody song. I love that overlay, and it's so cool because rhythmically they're doing something totally different to each other. So it's like a sing-off type thing.
It starts so weird, the song. It starts like this.
Hey girl.
It's like a phone recording.
I wouldn't
It's like a voice note.
It's a voice note of the idea.
Yeah.
That's how even.
Here's how it going.
Yeah.
Hey girl, send.
Yeah, it's like it's even how a lot of artists make music.
Yeah.
Actually, we make music like that sometimes when we're like, what the
Voice
fuck?
record, and like, this is what I want. Yeah.
It's crazy how they do it as well.
Yes. Well,
Oh
it wouldn't surprise me. And he's
So
straight
smart.
in. Oh, he's so freaking fiery. So atmospheric as well. I really liked it.
But
Anyways.
imagine that's what it's like to receive a voice note from one of them.
Wow. My God.
I'd love to. If I'd like to be in any group chat, in any WhatsApp group chat, let us know maybe what's the case for you. What would be your favorite group to be in a WhatsApp group with? Mine would be Monsta X. or
Super Junior, bro. They must be fucking. Oh, they must be bloody mad.
or Icon.
Oh yeah, true.
Because I think Icon have kind of similar.
Similar, like.
We'll speak about the same type of shit, you know.
I also think GOT7 would be hilarious
But
to be in a group chat.
the thing is, I think actually BTS's comedies, like BTS's sense of humor, is very similar to mine.
It's true.
I don't know if that's, you know, me just being a bit fucking off my nut here. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, I genuinely,
It's
I can understand some, you know what I mean?
It's like Eric Nam always saying, you know what, if they need another member, I'm here, I'm
Yeah,
available.
he would suit it as well, yeah.
It's
Like, maybe I'll just like to be, yeah, I know, I like all of them, so I'd like to be in that fucking...
Oh, yeah, no, I think, yeah. No, but I think I would be a little bit
Bang
overwhelmed.
Tang 7 plus uno.
Plus uno.
You know? I don't want to be in the videos or anything.
I just want to be in the group chat.
No stress, man. No problemo. I can be with Can in the back, just playing the congas or something. You know what I mean? I'd love that.
Let me play your bongo.
By the way, there's a little reminder that a lot of people don't seem to know that Can, who is BTS's drummer from the Ghost Band, came to Future Friday Plus.
Yeah,
and it was a lovely podcast. It's just YouTube was retarded and didn't send any
notifications that day. What the hell, bro?
Yeah, it was very odd, but
check it out.
Yeah,
He's
it was awesome.
dope.
We have been speaking back and forth.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I can't.
No, Efra, hold it, bro. Discretion.
But he is worth for those watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely, go check it out. It's a great podcast. You'll love it.
And he may or may have not said.
Efra, don't you know how to not do spoilers?
The Future Fridays Plus is watched by.
That's why. So I think I would be intimidated by RM, like and BTS. Like I wouldn't want to be in that group chat. I wouldn't participate in anything.
Wait till you read the last message.
I'll be like, yeah, hi.
Yeah, wait till you read the last message. Anyways, the next song is Bebe.
Okay, which is like a ballad-ish, like is a more of a ballad power vocal type of song, and it was written, Efra.
Imagine to their fans, right? Because it's Bebe, Mom Bebe.
Yes, so it's basically just giving thanks to their
not Bebe.
existence and being. No, it's Bebe.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
Bebe.
it doesn't have an accent.
No, they don't have an accent, but let me show you, bro. Living it up.
Goes a bit like this. It's actually one of my favorite ones as well. One of the most pop forward, but it's very good. That's my favorite bit of song.
Okay, so let me tell you, it was written by Hyun Wong.
Oh, nice.
How cool!
You know what was funny about the video in Gambler?
Yes.
That they made him body someone.
Yeah, he was the one that took the car, like key for the room.
And he embodied another one of the bodyguards. So funny.
He's been getting.
I would imagine.
He's been getting puffed,
Yeah,
bro.
I just know it's like a running joke, right? That he wasn't very athletic before, but he's a great dancer.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you very athletic. Let me tell you, you can be an amazing.
But isn't dancing?
No, you just
like,
need a great cardio. That's it.
But it makes you athleticism. It gives you that. You're mobile.
It doesn't make you either run faster nor lift any heavy weights. I told you from experience.
That's why I get so surprised on how uncoordinated some of these guys are. Where they play tennis or volleyball or football.
It's funny.
Like they are horrendous at sports,
Bro.
but brilliant at arts.
Exactly.
But not like outstanding at arts.
I was just looking at the track info list for each, literally every single track.
Juhani.
No, Juhon and I am freaking
Wow.
everywhere, doing everything. But on Bebe is Hyun Wong who wrote the lyrics for the
brilliant.
whole song.
He really cares, doesn't he? He really seems like he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, but he is the. I love that they chose like a ballad, like a pop ballad type of song. It's really nice.
What would you say? It was more like
It's a pop ballad.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a pop ballad, and
it's just the equalization fools me into that
R&B.
Deanish type of equalization.
But that's definitely pop.
But it's pop ballad. You're right.
But yeah, and then he goes to rotate. I love Bebe, by the way. Just to wrap up in the conclusion of that,
recommend.
It was great, fantastic, and it can be applied. The lyricism can be applied in so many different aspects. It can be a loved one, a good friend.
So look at the pre-chorus.
No, this is.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh, yeah.
It says like obviously the Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, whatever order, and the humans have decided to time life. But that bit, like the pre-chorus, you the first spring we met, you your warm hands. It's like it applies to everyone, but obviously their intention it's.
I just love the words like even if I lose the light, always be with you. I'll be by your side, baby. It's so nice. It's just so wholesome, and it's really thought through. It's not that like, oh, let's just make a song that anyone can sing along to, blah blah blah. No, it's more of a, I don't know. It feels like a handwritten letter.
Well, very rarely, and that happens in the Korean industry often, where artists genuinely dedicate songs to their fandom to show their support,
So when was
their
the
appreciation.
last time you saw a Western artist do that?
I mean, Justin Bieber kind of always did that.
Did he?
With his Purpose album, he did that.
I didn't know.
You weren't a fan.
I weren't a fan.
Yeah, you actually were a fan then, actually.
No.
But I wasn't a very big fan of his earlier stuff. But you evolved.
I
As much as he did as well, so that says quite a bit. But
I just think
because he was very pop forward. I mean, he was a
Yeah.
pop making machine. But now he's actually making great R&B. Which is fucking sick.
I liked his last album.
With
That
Dominic
last
Fike,
album.
that song.
really
I listen to it while I skate.
It's good. It's a good skating track though.
It's a joke. My skating song.
That reminded me. You just said it's a joke. Somebody sent me a picture, a screenshot when you were halfway you saying a joke, and he said, "You're a therapist. You can't hear pictures." Me.
It's a joke.
And there's a screenshot of you saying that, and I was like, "Wow."
You know
wow,
what's
bro.
crazy? People watch the podcast. You guys watch the podcast, and you put it on your TV.
Yeah.
That's so bizarre.
It was very strange looking at me through a TV.
Because a lot of you guys send us
Wow.
screenshots or like videos of you watching and stuff, which is brilliant, and we do appreciate all the support. We call you the freshest for a reason. But it was so odd because like back in the day, I mean not back in the day, about 10 years ago. Wow.
Bro, you're old.
Wow. Apply for my pension now.
Might as well.
But yeah.
Retire plan.
So nowhere near close. So like 10, 15 years ago, when we were on TV, it was a ginormous deal that you were on anyone's TV.
Yeah.
Like that, because you couldn't do this thing where you can have Wi-Fi and you can put your creators and stuff like that. Yeah. So it still hits me like that. It's very meaningful. So thanks for that. But yeah. So there are some artists that do make songs
For their fans.
Yeah, One Direction was obviously one of them.
Oh yeah, well, but I think
Justin
the
Bieber,
whole of One Direction was like literally for their fandom.
Taylor Swift
Oh.
for the Swifties, Selena Gomez.
Ariana Grande has done that.
I'm not too sure. I'm not very like hardcore into her music. I do like her. I like her Christmas album, and I like her R&B stuff.
Yes.
Like the other more pop forward stuff, I'm not really down with. I love you guys know I'm actually not a fan of pop. Hence why this is so interesting to me and fun because I actually enjoy it. But I wouldn't consider even this album pop.
I don't think it is. This is very
mumbo jumbo of Latin jazz R&B.
It's just freaking fire, and the whole thing is just so. It works. Like it works. One track after the other. It just freaking works. I wonder how many tracks they did before they chose this 7. Because you know how you work for an album. An album you probably work at around 20 tracks, 25 tracks.
This is an EP though.
It's
isn't
not
it?
an EP. This is a full album because it's 7 tracks.
Right.
So I think it's. I wonder they probably did like maybe 15 to 20 tracks and they chose 7. That's a really good number.
But EPs usually have 6.
Yeah, but this is 7.
But the last one is it's
7!
It's a bonus track.
But still
Leaving
7.
It Up is Korean. It's just the Korean version of it.
Yeah.
But anyways, the last one, well, not the last
No.
one, but the second to last one is Rotate, which sounds a bit like this.
It's a party track.
Okay, enough. I get excited.
Yeah, it's a freaking party track. That's a club banger. and I like it. I like it a lot. It just brings me
It's one
back
of my
to
favorite
those,
songs.
Really, my favorite for sure it has to be Secrets.
Me too, but I like this one because I'm gonna use it while I skate.
Oh, it's
Just
an
talking about
awesome.
Dominic Fike and
Yeah.
Justin at this.
Yes, yes, yes.
I have a skating playlist. And if you just wanna
The end is this far off waiting. Only emptiness that fills this space. My space has escaped. You and I, we are ready. I love that. You make me dirty. No need to worry. I love it.
You know which album was incredibly like
Sexy.
yeah.
New East.
Yeah,
Wasn't
newest
it?
album was fucking
And it was very like straightforward with their points. Like, I like you. You, me, bedroom, good. You know?
Was
it
that
was like
Gecko?
Becco. Freaking, I adore that man, okay?
Guy's awesome.
Oh,
Very, very good.
and visuals for days, but we're not gonna talk about
Yeah, apparently he's quite an attractive fella as well.
So hot.
Well, not apparently. I think I've seen him in videos.
Bro, he's so hot. He was the cover of Men's Health Korea, like
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Well, Monsta X has some of the Marvel's fittest individuals. I mean, one who's no longer part of it, but kinda is, isn't he?
But he can't
Morally.
still.
Then
But
New East has really like a lot of them are in really good shape.
I actually think Monsta X, the majority of the members are actually in fantastic shape.
Yeah, dude, Jew Honey, that shape he's got. He's a block. He's actually a
He is
square.
Freaking hot. And then there's Shonu, of course, but
He's
he's like
huge.
lean, right? He's lean and like, but he's so strong.
No, Sean was big.
He's so strong.
Sean
He's
was big. I was
tall.
surprised though how actually light One Ho is. I thought One Ho would be like 89 kilograms, but was it BM
Yeah.
from
Card.
Card? He's fucking ginormous.
He is 6'4",
6'3",
he's 3, yeah,
He's
something like
6'3".
that.
So yeah.
He's tall. He's very tall. I don't know. I actually
I
don't
wonder
know
how many calories they consume per day.
freaking tons, bro.
Well, it depends if they're
Cutting
shredding
or
cutting.
yeah or okay. Let me see
Okay.
how tall Shonu is.
I think Sean is probably like 5'11", 5'10".
You think so? He
They all
looks
seem to
tall.
be around that height.
He's tall though.
No, I think he's like 5'10", 11". All of these guys seem to be around the same height.
I see. Nah, height, bro, height.
Because I think, yeah, I saw as well like D.O. released a character film
Oh yeah.
for obviously Don't Fight the Feeling.
Well, they're doing it with each member. Yeah.
Yeah, so D.O. just released his earlier earlier Friday.
So yeah.
I wonder how tall he is as well.
Shonu is 5'8".
It's my height.
Really? I thought he was tall. No. I think I'm looking at it wrong. Let's go from this website. Shonu, he is 5'11", yes.
Yeah, he looks about 5'11".
And 77 kg. 169 pounds.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought he was taller.
No,
Wow.
I told you, all these guys are usually 5'10", 5'11".
Wow, that's crazy. So BM is really tall.
Yeah, BM is huge, mate.
He's a giant.
That's why the girls look so small next to him. It's not him. It's not the girls. It's him.
It's him. Oh, wow. But Shonu looks really long. He looks really tall. I thought he was taller.
Yeah. Anyways, well, then the other song that I think a lot of you guys might have heard already, which is
Living It Up.
But that was obviously like an English only song, and then they've released the Korean version.
So good.
And yeah, great.
I mean-
I just think the EP, the thing is, Living It Up obviously didn't have that much of an impact because I had heard bits of it before. But the newest 5, because we heard Gambler early in the week, it's a great album. And it's also, this is a great example of how sometimes if you stay aligned to a concept, same kind of equalization, same type of message, same type of production team, maybe you don't have as many co-writers, co-producers, it's just the same people.
Concentrate.
Exactly, but you can still do a complete plethora of genres.
That's
It
still a
still
line.
sticks to
The
one
whole thought process.
concept.
Yeah, which is why I think groups should be more involved in the production of their albums. I'm for it. Of course, I understand the amount of pressure and actually how much of their attention is then taken away from getting ready or performing, or in this case even just resting, because usually when the albums are being recorded and they're like they're being written out for you. You don't have to spend that time. You're using that time to do other stuff. But obviously, having them so involved in the production of it is also taking away time, like free time from them.
When you say now that we're seeing an increase in self-produced albums and self-produced productions by idols in Korea, when you say that also has to do with it of the unfortunate timing of the pandemic, that they're not touring as often.
Well, definitely.
So then it allows them, it gives them more time to sort of be in the studio and things like that, because they don't have to recover from touring, or they don't have to tour. Because one of the things that, like, when you're touring, you actually
need the time off.
Yeah, you gotta do nothing
to
recover, because that night you're gonna be performing, and then the next night it's the same shit, and then the next night. So it's kind of rough. Obviously, it's a privilege to be able to do it, but it's still rough physically. And mentally, it's also very demanding. So you can't really be in a studio creating stuff or writing. That's why it's very surprising when you hear, like, a lot of artists that say, I actually came up with this song while I was on the tour bus, or stuff like that. It's because usually that's when they're completely relaxed and they're trying to just either create or let loose, and a lot of them, music is genuinely their passion, so good for them. But here, maybe it could be because of the timing of how things...
That's actually very interesting.
I only thought of that just now.
I think it's clever. It could have
been. Could be, right? Because we're saying, like, BM? No, BI. I am. Sorry. I am, right, from Monsta X. Yeah. He released his first self-produced R&B album, which was fantastic. Right? We saw...
great concept as well. Also very involved in the production of the whole project.
Who else self-produced?
Kang Daniel.
But
he's always done
that
He's
stuff,
always done it, so...
And BTS don't really count because they've always kind of had a control to some extent of their stuff.
Since the beginning.
Given their relationship with Hype, or Big Hit, I don't know what the fuck. They just seem to do a great job, so I truly don't mean any disrespect by not knowing who's who. I think they both won, or they're everything.
They're the whole.
They are.
Label. They are.
They are Hype Entertainment.
We believe in music.
Sign here. Sign with us.
Oh my god.
So I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe there hasn't been that much of an increase in self-produced stuff. Maybe it's just because maybe it's that, like, confirmation bias, because we won that to be the case. Maybe we're focusing on that. I don't know.
Well, but there you go. There's also Jayda has always been very involved in the production and making of their albums and their comebacks. They're very, very involved in the whole project since the beginning.
Has Mamamoo been like that?
I don't know. I haven't actually heard anything confirmed yet.
Because they have interesting minds. I'd love to see, like, some. I mean, obviously, Huasa self-produced her thing, right, Maria?
Some of it. She was included in the choosing of the project itself. But I think the songs and
just RBW.
Yeah, they're all it's given to them, like, so they probably in solo projects. What I've heard and read, thanks to the articles that you guys sent through, is that the labels choose stuff for them.
They choose.
And then they let the artists for solo projects. Yeah. So here's this concept, here's that concept, here's where we want this idea to go, and these are the set songs that we got from here.
And you're literally the performer of the idea.
Exactly. And then you, as a soloist, you would then be having the choice. So I actually want to tell this story. What can we do? What songs can we choose?
It's only more flexible than when you're in the group.
Exactly. Most of the times when you're in the group, the label chooses a couple of concepts and then plays them out for the group.
Runs for discussion, and then you choose whatever. Okay.
Yeah, but no, you don't have as much
flexibility.
Yeah. And everything's already pre-done. So the songs are already set. They're already produced, and then the guys would only have to jump in the studio, make them.
Right, I understand. So certainly a good example again of why perhaps self-produced albums are the best in our opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is obviously a great discussion. What should be the future, right, for the industry in terms of now, because things are becoming so globalized that, and I think a lot of labels are realizing that. I don't know how they feel about it. I'd love to bring someone in who works in one of those labels and stuff like that. It's something that we haven't worked on. It would be lovely to get in touch with some of them and some of the labels there
or producers that work with labels closely
and kind of understand that mentality, because what their mentality is coming in this next 10 years, because it seems the music industry from Korea, it's not just growing, it's slowly taking over the world. Solely just that country, which is nuts. It's
crazy.
So and it's because primarily the quality of the product at the moment is the highest there is. Videos wise, they kill everything. I mean, you compare a video right now that's charting in the UK charts or the US charts, and you look at the video of that one, and then you look at the video of the top 10 in Korea, and you're like, what in the this doesn't even it's just a different world.
That's right.
Like
that is so correct.
Right, and regardless of popularity of the group, they all still try just as hard.
Even if the labels are small, the budget for the videos are unmatched.
I mean, if you look at some of the smaller labels and stuff like that, they still the product they put out, it's
the creativity visually, it's outstanding. It's brilliant. Something else.
Well, another project that of course everyone's very aware of, and I think a lot of you guys also tuned in for that, was the Mamamoo released their 4-track EP, also given the anniversary of, I think it's 8 years or 7 years.
7, 8 years. Mamamoo.
And they have just obviously renewed their contract. We covered it in Future Friday Plus,
so cool.
Which is brilliant.
So cool.
To hear that they where are we now? Is with an A. It's Wawa.
Agua.
Oh, it's Wawa.
Can I get an agua? Can I get an agua? Wait.
There you go. W-A-W.
W-A-W.
Yeah. I thought it was the name of the file.
It looks like a file name.
And then I realized it's
images.
Where we know.
I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very like it feels like you're going to a wedding. It's like a wedding invite.
Doesn't it? That's what it feels like. You just
it's a celebration.
That's right. Okay, yes, you got it right.
It's a celebration, yeah.
I kept thinking, what is it that reminds me of, and I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's like a wedding celebration, and one of those really high end sort of weddings, or ceremonies. What the fuck did I say?
Ceremonies, no ceremonies. Yeah, now I'm thinking about the word. It sounds very funny in my head. No, where the real
ceremony.
But the real thing is
ceremony.
Ceremony.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, it's 4 tracks. They're amazing. I actually think it's
unreleased.
What? Where?
Yeah, that wasn't in there.
Happier than ever.
Oh. This is not in there. So maybe they've released the lyrics, but not the song yet. Because they did say there was gonna be 4 ballads and then a bumpy song.
Oh well, there was only ballads. Oh, what the hell? It's only ballads here.
Yeah, dude, there was so many. I love their ballads. I think it's one of my favorite things.
I was gonna say this whole freaking album, EP, mini album. It's just such a beautiful spring vibe. I mean, play it on a rainy day, play it on a sunny day. It's just fantastic. It's the perfect romantic, touchy-feely, soul-searching atmosphere. Like the music production of each track is so beautifully done. I mean, the chord progressions are gorgeous. They're painting this fantastic scenery, musically speaking, and then obviously the lyricism is very touching and it's very open and communicative. It has a great communication value. Obviously, I think I'm a little biased to Korean lyricism when it comes to ballads. I feel like they really invest in poetry when it comes to writing beautiful lyricism.
Also quite rough though for us to actually catch everything or actually capture the essence because of translations, and the unfortunate bit about translations is that they do lose a bit of essence when they do become translated. Like we experience this firsthand when we listen to Spanish poetry or read Spanish poetry, and then all of a sudden we look for the translation in English to try and explain it to some of our friends who may also be poets or may also love poetry,
or just
and it loses some of its it loses some of its magic. It's still enjoyable and it's still
I can't find it.
What? The album?
Yeah.
You literally just had it up.
Yeah, but it's not in English.
Oh, maybe they haven't translated it yet.
I was just looking at it on my phone. I don't know why it won't come up. Doesn't matter. I'll have it here on my phone.
Mamamoo English. I thought it was gonna come up like that, mate.
Well, it is. But that's
So
how
I
I
just-
searched it up on my
Put
phone.
it up in there.
Anyways.
But yeah, so it's kind of hard for us to catch everything that's like being said in Korean, and then translate it. But
that just lets you know. For example, when things get translated, a lot of the meaning gets lost, right? But when I look at the translation of the songs, I find myself that meaning and poetry and depicting pictures is very valid. It's still very freaking palpable, and
still value.
And it is just beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. Like piece of literature itself, even after it's translated. So that to me really pushes the boundaries really high. So if I'm getting this quality of experience after it has been translated, imagine what it's like in the original language.
And
right?
luckily, because music is a universal language, then we may lose on some of the value, but I'm sure for some of the fans that do speak Korean, it may feel even more special. But because due to the cadence and the beautiful arrangements of violins and the strings arrangements and
beautiful.
layering and beautiful vocals, which is what I think they shine on the most. This is the genre in which Mamamoo may just as well announce is theirs. It's magical in its own. Obviously, we did hear the first song, which is Where We Now.
Which, by the way, I've been playing on repeat since we heard it on the channel. It's such a fantastic track.
And then the next track is
Another Day. And, the lyricism is sweet.
Just a bit like this. I mean, dude, imagine you're in a train, right? Imagine you're in a train and you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe someone broke your heart, right? Or actually, you got fired from your job. And then you're listening on the side of the. Actually, you don't want to do that. You don't want to imagine that. Imagine, because that is fucking horrible.
That's horrible.
Imagine. Yeah, imagine it's just a normal day, a normal day.
You're tired.
And it's a bit tiring, fatiguing, and there is just a bit of drizzle. And you catch the drizzle on the window, and you're going in this train that's fucking plowing through, and then you hear. And you're just
fantastic.
All
it's
of a
like,
sudden, all of a
life
sudden,
is good again.
maybe the sun starts to come out, and you're like, oh
Wow.
my god.
Look at that. It's good to be alive.
I
again.
have to meet one of these women. That's what I'm thinking. It's people are amazing. How do they do that?
I love the chorus in this song. The chord progression and the melody line in the chorus of the song is beautiful. Okay, it has so many easy to follow melody, but it's also very musically intricate. So when you think it's linear, it changes. It's really cool. And obviously, what kind of feeling will you have tomorrow? Today you may already know, but you can't hide the selfish heart. Now I can't pretend that I don't know anymore. It is just so sweet, and everything is just. Obviously, I'm just for me the musical experience of the album was a treat. It's just the arrangements of the song so very well thought through. The girls' vocals are just impeccable. You get some layering, some really cool brightness, some very nice breathiness, and everything's just very tastefully done. And it gets better with each track. And I actually kind of get a little upset that it's only 4 songs, because this is the type of of genre for Mamamoo that I feel like it excels. It showcases
We need more of it.
their capabilities on a completely different light. And I don't know. I'm a sucker for this stuff.
I'm glad at least, obviously they do listen to their audience, because I think a lot of the audiences do love Mamamoo ballads, given their high quality vocals, and the fact that they have such a peculiar range of vocals. So, perhaps 4 songs was what we needed, but it is like I'd recommend everyone listening to the whole EP just at nighttime, just before you go to bed, or
It's
after a long
perfect.
day of work.
Or when you're reading to a book, a little me time, playing this in the background is
Brilliant,
fantastic.
go on.
It's brilliant.
And the next song was Another
Memory
Day to
for
Remember.
Life.
Oh, Memory Day. That's it. A Memory for Life.
Yeah, it's just great. I
first.
think
평생 너를 또 채우다 보면
I mean, come on, bro.
Jesus.
You could just let it play. And that's what I mean by choosing the right vocal qualities and vocal textures for ballad as a genre itself. Because of course you expect power vocals, you expect clear tonality, you expect beautiful melody. But with Mamamoo you got dynamics, you got textures, you got depth. And that's more than you expect from this genre, and I think that's why it feels so satisfying as a listening experience.
It's certainly more than we've ever experienced in a girl group in like 15 years.
Absolutely, vocally speaking, they're on another freaking
Yeah.
dimension. Yeah,
Like in terms of
they're on their own
dynamics
league.
and musicality and vocal quality. Like who?
And they don't sound anything like each other, and yet they fit into it so well. They fit into each other's vocal texture so well, and that is so cool.
And they have chemistry. They actually work together. They
That's
actually
right.
enjoy being together. That's such a gem, dude. That's so rare. Yeah, who? What group of girls came out as a concept, as a girl group that has that quality of vocals in the last 20 years? That's a quartet. No one.
I don't know. I don't know. But, well, you can argue Little Mix also has really cool vocal chemistry. But I feel like, I mean, they have really cool,
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
and they were originally a quartet.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
I mean, I just think there is a different concept. They
Well-
can, like, vocally they could pull anything off, but I don't know. I feel like it's a completely different.
They're definitely different shades.
Yeah, exactly. It's like different textures. Like I can't compare them. Like I can't put them face to face and
Okay,
say
fine. 2 in the last 20 years?
that's actually good.
What the fuck, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty freaking mad.
It's such a like
It's a
ignored.
rarity.
Yeah, it's such a like.
Well, it's because it's so difficult to make it work. It's because it's so hard to make it work.
Yeah.
Effort that creating that chemistry and that level of professionalism, constant under pressure.
Maybe,
It's hard.
maybe
it's
I'm
such
tripping.
A hard.
Let us know maybe if you do know other quartets in the last 20 years that gets to somewhere close at the vocal quality.
Yeah.
No, like not numbers or anything like that. Maybe they're not as popular. It doesn't matter. But I'd love to hear them.
Oh, Destiny's Child.
That's who I was thinking of at the beginning.
But they're a trio.
There were 3. That's what. Were they 3?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Wait, it was 3, right? Yeah.
Yep. They're vocally
Good
pretty
argument.
crazy.
Again, but they're so different.
That's what I mean.
So odd.
It's very like I can't say.
But there'll
Yeah.
certainly only be one Mamamoo.
That's right. That's what I mean. It's not like you can put them in a chart and say this is better than this because of this. There's just so many different.
Just kind of speaking
Yeah.
skills wise.
Yeah, good point. But well, perhaps those 3, they're a trio, not a quartet.
Yeah. God, I don't know, man. Let us know. Let us
That's
know what
hard.
you think.
Yeah, let us know about that. Anyways, this song is fantastic, and I love what they did here. Again, I'm gonna keep on saying this. This is my favorite Moonbyul era from Mamamoo. She is just shining in everything in this freaking album. The concept just suits her so well. I love when she brings on that alto depth, really cool quality to everything she does. I mean, there was a section in this song where it's layered. You got, I think it's Solar layered or Ween doing harmonies in her section. It's just so great because it just highlights it. No, when he highlights her natural qualities, vocally speaking, that are just so rich. They're so full and exposed in this ballad scenario. They really, really come through like Silky Chocolate is so fantastic.
They're brilliant. All four of them, they're brilliant at ballads.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's just their genre. I just feel like this is their genre.
And then the last one is Destiny Part 2.
Yeah, I don't know what Part 1 is.
I love that piano.
Listen to that piano. This is the more pop.
Yeah, so
this is the poppier song in the whole album.
It feels like a bit like reminds me of Starry Night.
Yeah,
Like
Starry Night. It fits that whole aesthetic. It's like party but low key chill. It's like
I love the ending of Starry Night because it's Huasa's
Calm.
That's it.
Yes.
Nice. What a song that is. But yeah, overall, this EP, top notch. It's the best ballad album of the year so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, it kind of
Female
reminds
ballads,
me.
yeah, it's unbeaten at the moment.
It kind of reminds me of Super Junior Cry's last
Yes.
album.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah. They had a fantastic ballad album as well that I play constant. It has that rich musical composition with fantastic string arrangements. I mean, vocals are just a treat. And yeah, it's those type of albums that you can play to hug your soul for a little bit.
I won Mamamoo and and a group from SM, like either Super Junior or EXO, to do because SM I think is primarily known for their ballads.
Yeah, for their
Taeyeon,
vocals. Yeah.
Obviously Tiffany, Chen, from EXO, Cry, Super Junior Cry, so EXO just overall really the ballads. So I'd love to hear that
really?
collab.
Yeah.
That work together. I think it would break the world.
I think it would
Break
too.
the internet for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, maybe just one of them. I don't know. Just choose someone. Chen.
Yeah.
Let Chen do something. Collaborate with Mamamoo. Or I love Dio more in R&B, but he can do anything.
Well, imagine just in the perfect world. Just imagine a Dio Huasa collab.
I mean, put it in the solo album, dog. Why not?
Why are you
I
not
just
doing
don't
this?
understand.
Politics, bro. Labels.
Yeah, true contracts and stuff, legalities.
Yeah.
I'd imagine maybe they don't know each other. Maybe they're not,
Maybe this
Because just because they're famous, we can't presume they actually know each other.
They has never crossed their minds. It's totally possible.
That's actually so true. For us, it may be so obvious, but for them, they've actually maybe he doesn't like me.
Maybe he doesn't even know I exist.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah.
It's so funny how we're realizing now,
They're just human. Not because they're famous, they know each other.
yeah. It's like you just presume, right? It's like, they must be besties because they're both famous.
No, it's like they must be besties because they're both Korean and make music. Like what?
So crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same in South America. It's like, why don't you guys collaborate? Brother, he's from Puerto Rico. I'm in Colombia. It's like, but it's like people, you're reggaeton artist. I don't know.
Like, or like you make salsa.
Me gusta, but no lo conozco. I don't know him.
I don't know him, bro.
I wish every time I spoke in Spanish, I had the yellow subtitles. You know the
I
yellow
have
ones?
to put them on, bro.
No. You don't have to. But yeah, well, let us know what you thought of these two albums. And most specifically, what do you think of self-produced albums?
Yes.
What is the future, you think, for labels and artists having a bit more freedom in terms of their creations? Or do you like it exactly as it is? Because that's also a good argument. So far, so good, right? But
why change the formula when it has worked for so long?
And while it's working so bloody well. So let us know what you think about it. And thanks for tuning in to this week's Feature Friday Plus. Next week we have some
Cool guests.
Cool guests. Yeah, for the next 2 weeks. Obviously, in the week of my birthday, we were doing a live stream, but not on my birthday.
No.
Will we be away? I don't know. So I will figure it out. We'll let you guys know. But my birthday's coming in like 2 weeks, so we'll figure out something to do there. We won't be around, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out something. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and goodbye. Peace.
Stay cool. Stay fresh.
Dime, mami.